Spurs and Nuggets from San Antonio. Greg Popovich's team 30-4 at home this season. That's Andre Miller, though, serving it up for JaVale McGee. Strong finish. McGee 21 points, 11 boards. Then Danny Green caught fire. Green knocking down 1 3 after another. Had 6 trays alone in the first half. 20 points for the game. Helped San Antonio get within 3 at the break. Later in the third quarter, Kawhi Leonard will find Tim Duncan. He gets things done with the jumper at the foul line. 23 points and 14 rebounds as the Spurs go up a point. Fourth quarter, Kawhi Leonard for Manu Ginobili. From 3, Spurs go up 5, but it was a 1-point game late, and Denver goes to Andre Miller to take him home. He gets into the lane on the runner, but it's off the mark. San Antonio hangs on, so Denver, after winning 15 straight, have dropped 2 in a row.
Part of you that's not sprained.
I know. Sprained some ligaments in my finger. Just going through a bad stretch right now on injuries. But I'm not going to miss any games.
Talk about what Danny Green did there in the second quarter.
It was huge. It was huge. Every time I penetrate, I find him, and he would make some big shots for us to come back. We were really bad in the second quarter, down 13 or 14, something like that. Gives us back energy, life, basically, and got us back in the game.
How important was it to get this win?
It's huge.
In this stretch of tough games.
It's huge because we have a lot of tough games. Clippers, Miami, in Memphis. So we need to take care of home court advantage.
The way Denver forced you guys to execute down the stretch on both ends, is that invaluable as you prepare for the playoffs?
It was a great test for our defense and for our offense. When you play a team like that, they pack it in the paint pretty good, and they stop my penetration, Manu's penetration. So we had to make shots, trust each other, and it was a great playoff game. Intensity, it was playoff intensity.
How physical it was out there, Tony?
Yeah, it was very physical. The last 3 games have been like that, and it's a great challenge for us.
How do you feel coming out of that? It looked like you were, like you got coming out.
Yeah, it's just I had no feeling, in my finger, so I just wanted to make sure it was not broke. So it's okay. I'm gonna do it tomorrow, but they don't think it's broke.
How important is it to kind of keep up the intensity going against the Clippers?
Well, we have to play the same way, match the energy. They're gonna come in and play very well. We beat them pretty good the last time over there, so I know they're gonna come with a lot of energy. They're gonna be very motivated, so we're gonna have to be ready to match that.
For a while there, did it feel like every time you looked up, JaVale or somebody was dunking?
Yeah, he jumps pretty high. Huh? I guess it's the peak shoes.
Oh, is that what he's got?
Had the sizzle going there in the second. Did it just feel like every shot was going in, and just a matter of whether you could get the ball?
Yeah, I mean, they found me in pretty good scenarios. I was pretty much open every time Tony drove. He drew the defense and kicked it, found me what he does best. I'm happy he's back. Got some open threes, and luckily a couple of them dropped.
Are you surprised sometimes when your guy leaves you a little bit in those situations?
Surprised? Nah. Sometimes it depends, but they have a game plan. I'm sure their game plan. I'm not the number one option to stop, and I'm sure Tony, Timmy, and Manu, they got to make sure they kind of don't let them penetrate and get in the paint, so it leaves shooters open, and then I guess they adjust according to how hot somebody gets or how well somebody shoots that game.
Is there any thought that when you're hitting your 4th, 5th, and 6th that, hey, the heat check is there, this is kind of on me right now to make these?
It depends. Obviously I don't have the ball in my hand a lot, so I kind of just wait my turn, wait some time, see if the ball finds me. But obviously after you hit a couple, you kind of go looking for the ball a little bit more. But we did a great job of getting the stops we needed, get out in transition, which led to easy early baskets and open drives and kicks and moving on the ball where I was open on the perimeter.
How important was it to get this win, considering you're coming off a tough loss and you got this gruesome schedule coming up with?
Gruesome? We look at it as a great opportunity for us to get better. The schedule that we have, we think it's a great part of the season and a great part of the schedule for us. We have some tough teams coming up, but it was very important to us to come off a loss that we had. We thought we had the game there, and hopefully we learned some good lessons and got better from that loss in Houston. So hopefully we continue to keep getting better and learning more each game and be where we need to be come playoff time.
You remember that game out in Los Angeles that Tony just dominated the game against the Clippers out there?
I do. Obviously, I don't really. No, but I do. He's played well for us all year, and there's been a lot of games he's done that. And obviously, he's still you can see he's not 100%. He's still not 100% Tony out there, but he's playing well. And hopefully he can come out and still do the things that he's been doing, beginning of the season and now, against the Clippers coming up.
Competitive as Chris Paul is, you expect him to kind of have a little chip on his shoulder?
Definitely. I mean, obviously the last time we played them, we beat them. And we know they're all going to come out with the chip on their shoulder, not just Chris. And they're all pretty good competitors. And, first 2 times we played them, they got us pretty good. So, we'll see what happens come Friday.
Hope you switched everything on that last possession by Denver. And
we switched on a lot of possessions.
Right.
Yeah. Guys did a good job, on the last play defensively. And, we played about half the game pretty well defensively, first and third quarters. And obviously the second quarter was awful. And the beginning of the fourth, we let them get away from us again. And then, we bore down a little bit. But, it's a hell of a team. And there's a reason why they've won all those games in a row. Very athletic, very talented, and George got a great system for that group. So we're thrilled to get the win.
The way Denver forced you guys to execute on both ends, is that invaluable preparation as we go down?
Yeah, the schedule that we have is something that should be embraced and considered a great opportunity, because it's like taking a final exam every day, or most days, and to get ready for playoffs, to understand the physicality, the aggressiveness, and the competitiveness that's necessary, night after night in the playoffs. So it's really good. And tonight Timmy and Tony were unbelievable. Timmy with 23 and 14 and 5 blocks, and Tony scoring and assisting. It was great. And Manu steps up and makes a big shot, because that's what he does. So it's a great win. It's a hell of a team, and we're thrilled to get it, as I said. But we'll enjoy it tonight, and tomorrow it'll be gone. Start all over again.
Did you cram for finals, or did you study?
I was like most college kids, put it off until I definitely had to do it, and stay up all night.
Was this an important win to get, considering the schedule that you've gotten, and we're coming off a tough loss in Houston?
Yeah, it was a great win for us. A great win to bounce back from the last tough loss. A great win to start this homestand here, where we got some really tough games. This part of the schedule coming down the stretch here is going to be really tough for us. So we need to rate every one we can get, and just a good way to start this homestand.
As much as they wanted to dictate the pace, Tim, how do you feel like you got back in transition on defense?
It was a priority, obviously. They run, they score in bunches, and it was a priority for us to get back. I think all in all, we focused on that very well, and we got back. Obviously, they got out, they got on the boards a bit, had a really good 30-something point quarter on us in there. But for the rest of the way, I thought we did pretty well.
You talk about Danny Green shooting, how he kind of came to the rescue there.
Yeah, he did. He took over there and got us really got us back into the game when it's starting to slip away. Shot the ball really well. He obviously has all season long, and just got himself on a roll there and got us back in the game.
What's your take on this stretch? With 5 of the top 6 teams in the league over the next 6 games.
It's a good measuring stick. And that's what we'll use it as. It's going to be a tough game every night. It's going to be a good game to focus on every night, and it's going to be playoff atmosphere and playoff intensity. So it's good prep for us.
Bob says this is like final exams in college pre-playoffs.
Yeah. It's good. It's good to get your mind in that mode, especially with the playoffs so close.
Did you cram for final exams, or did you study all semester?
I was a crammer. I'm a procrastinator. I can't help it.